Bye.
And find something you're passionate about besides Ziggy.
Hey guys, thank you for waiting around. Yeah, I played 3 little videos, intro videos, because Caitlin was talking to me, so I just kept posting them. So, hey Jam, No Woman No Cry, Tammy, Blanca, Becca, I told Lady CG to give you my number. So just so you know, you text me. And I would love help. That would be fabulous. But I feel bad because I don't know. I feel bad because I don't like people to help me without, some type of compensation. Time is money. Your time is valuable. Sorry, you guys are going to be all lost, but I'm talking to Becca. Hey, Shamello. I bleed American. Oh, yeah. I think I saw a little bit of it, Jam. I was looking, I was just watching a video on Don Wells and something about a house that shows that I don't know. I just watched this video. I'm going to probably do a short or something, like my first short tonight on that, because I found something interesting with that too. If anybody saw that on, Marlena gave me a link. Is Marlena in here yet? Hey, Esdirk, Carrie, Anastasia, Mama 2. Oh, in this case. So you want to help with this case, Becca. Awesome. Yes. Go for, we'll talk. Text me. Yes. And I'm trying to be more organized this time with this case. Oh no, Carrie. Oh, I would be so scared. I feel for you because I definitely would be scared myself. And my daughter's getting to that age. Let's see. Okay, so I did talk to the babysitter of Quinton, Simon, or the one that was supposed to babysit him the day that he went missing, which was this past Wednesday in the morning. She was very happy to give out this information, and I haven't even listened to it. I know I'm going to be embarrassed, but I'm sure I sound like an idiot, and because I get nervous, and that's why sometimes, I talked to somebody I hadn't talked to, a friend that I hadn't seen for 10 years the other day. And they were talking about how I think I'm ADHD. I'm like, I know I've never noticed something like that. And I get real distracted. No wonder people are accusing me of being on drugs. That's when I'm nervous. So when I get nervous, I get kind of I talk. I'm feeling, Jam, that the mom did something. And the boyfriend, Danny, is, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on him, whether he knows anything, just because of what the babysitter told me. We had a 45-minute call that I'm going to play. I'm just going to play. She wanted first, the most important thing is to get out this baby's information and pictures, because her name is Diana, but I think she goes by Michelle. But anyways, that's the babysitter's name. And she was pretty disappointed about the pictures that the mother gave to law enforcement. I was like, wow, this sounds familiar, right? It kind of sounds like a Dawn and Candace move. Let's give a picture that looks nothing like the missing child. But she said she doesn't understand why. She said Lilani. Okay, Lilani. She tried to teach me how to say it. Lilani. That she found that very suspicious. All this and that, and you'll hear it in the call. So she wanted to share these pictures. She said that the mom didn't even have, gave that picture that the mom shared of him in a high chair is when he was 1 year old. He's 3. So, yeah. And so I put this one first, and it looks like Sheriff's Department has this one too, from the babysitter, because she said she had to give law enforcement pictures because Loani gave a 1 year old picture of him. And then the grandmother had to go to Diana's Facebook to grab pictures off her Facebook to give to law enforcement. So, and my feelings about the grandmother are mixed, because in one hand, I feel very bad for her, but on the other hand, it's like, the more and more I'm learning about this, she's probably gonna get into some. She's gonna probably be responsible partly for this, because she had custody, and I'm pretty sure that Lilani was not supposed to be alone with the boys. I don't know about the girl. She just had the girl, but the boys are definitely. Oh yeah, that's right, 20 months. Oh my gosh, I was thinking about his brother. Okay, you're right, Katie. Thank you so much. That's right. Shoot, I was sitting here. Yes. So the babysitter did say, though, that the picture she gave law enforcement, that the mother gave law enforcement, was his 1 year birthday. And so he's 20 months. And that we know that they grow a lot in that amount of time. But thank you for Katie telling me that, because that's super important. I don't want to put out wrong information at all. I'm also trying to do a couple cases at once. And this is the problem I get into when I do that. I get, that I confuse them, and I don't want to do that. Hey, Amanda. Yeah, I'm sure. I feel bad for the grandmother too in that aspect. Lucky Lou! Thank you so much. Thank you. And I have not got back to anybody's emails. I know you emailed me back, and I am so. Thank you so much. Really. Following the case, will babysitter know the last time the other than family have seen them? She was babysitting them the day before. Hey, criminality. Okay, so here's the picture she wanted me to share of him. Here it looks like he just got out of the bathtub and his hair is wet. So it looks like he might be sporting a little bit of a man bun in this picture. Oh, you guys, you want to know what's so funny? You know what? You want to know what his nickname is? Monkey. I swear. Here, let me add that in the post. Yes. Monkey. That's what the babysitter calls him. So it's so funny because that's what see, I get him all confused, or not confused, but I know who I see him in my head. I'm just having a brain fart. You guys will know. You'll know and say it here in just a second, I'm sure. Michael Vaughn. There you go. Michael Vaughn. That's his. He goes by Monkey. So when she said that in this call, I was like, whoa, really? Okay, so he's 20 months old, and you guys we're gonna just play his call, I guess. And I tried to upload it so that I hope this is gonna be able to be heard well enough, because I couldn't get it to upload on YouTube in time, and so I can't mute while playing this. So I guess we could just start it, and I haven't even listened to it. We're just gonna check. We're just gonna go for it, I guess. Yeah, everybody's thinking the mom did something, and yeah, everybody. I mean, some people are thinking it was a boyfriend, and that's what Mystical Mermaid said too. And I do usually trust what she says. She's pretty accurate, it seems. But from after talking to the babysitter, I'm not so sure. But yeah, a little discombobulated. I don't like awkward silence. Like if it's super quiet and awkward, and I don't know somebody well enough, and it's just quiet, nobody's talking, unless I am real comfortable with them, it makes me really uncomfortable, and I kind of I talk a lot. And it sounds like I'm on freaking speed or something. I notice it's a nervous anxiety thing. But it doesn't happen usually if I'm around some, people I know and stuff. Like, let's start driving, so I won't be chatting more about it. Okay, so here, let's go ahead and listen. This is, we're just gonna go for it. Tell me if you can hear it, okay? Please. Otherwise, so just let me know in the chat if you can hear it good and everything's fine.
Hello. Hey, this is Adrian. Are you able to talk or? Yes, I can for a few minutes. Oh, okay, because I'm sure you're busy. I can call you back if you. It's okay. We can go ahead and talk. Okay. I was waiting for this press conference. I thought that he was going to give an update, but I don't know. No one has gave us an update. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, well, there was supposed to be a conference or an update at 10, and there was nothing. He didn't even say anything. He talked about it. So I'm super super confused. I didn't even hear him mention Quinton. So, but yeah, I have a YouTube channel, and I really started my channel with the Summer Wells case. I went on there just to talk with other people who had similar interests, and it kind of just took off from there. And so yeah, we started going over Quinton yesterday, he went missing yesterday, right? No, it was Monday. Wait, I'm sorry. Wednesday. Yeah. It was Wednesday. Yeah, and you were has she, and any question you can't, I don't know if there's any you can't answer or whatever, and anytime you need to go, it's okay, and if I'm sure you're like so busy. I'm sure everybody's trying to talk to you, huh? Ma'am? Huh? What did you say? I'm sorry. I said I'm sure everybody's trying to talk to you, huh? Yes, but yesterday a lot of people are saying, and it really, really got to me, is you're just a babysitter. No, I wasn't. I had him all the time. We loved him very much. We love him. Yeah. He never wanted to go home. He cried. And I usually kept him overnight even. I didn't keep him that night because we were supposed to go to our church and get a lot of books. Our school and our church had closed. So we was getting books, and, we were going to be busy, and I didn't want not to be able to watch him. Right. So I sent him home and told him, he would be back tomorrow. I get a call. I was up at 5 o'clock waiting on them. I get a text at 5:29 saying from Danny that he was not coming. From Danny, okay. Which is a stepfather. Right, or or whatever he is. Yeah, the boyfriend. Yeah, whatever he is, yeah. So I said, okay. I thought it was unusual because he said, Leilani was up with him. Leilani's never up with him. Wow, okay. And yeah, I see, that's what was confusing. Some people said, I've read some places that it was a text, and some places it was a call I thought it was from Liliani. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but Leilani. But it was Liliani. But it was actually Danny who. Yeah, it was Danny who texted me. Is that happened before? Yes, he texted me before because honestly, the last few weeks he has stepped up more than her, taking care of all three of these kids. I've never been gave diapers, anything that they needed except provide their grandmother. Their grandmother did when she was home and she went out of town. I could call her for what they needed, but Leilani never sent me anything for these kids. The last couple weeks, Danny has stepped up and said, Miss Michelle, tell me what you need. Have I sent you everything I need? Like, it seemed like he was trying more. I'm sorry, my grandson's crying. Oh, you're fine. I appreciate you talking to me. A minute. Okay, go ahead. No, and nobody should be saying, no, you're just a babysitter. You are, seriously, I want to talk to you more than I do anybody else because you're going to be not as biased. Like, the mom does seem like she's trying to be honest because she's even saying that, she feels like her own daughter could be. I mean, it sounds like she thinks that she could be responsible, right? Right. I mean, that's what it seems like. So, had she ever, was it normal for her to text or for them to text and say they're not coming today? Not so much. I mean, they have before, but they usually want me to have them. Even if she is off, I have them. She lives like 2 houses down on the other side from me, and I would have her kids, and she'd be off on the front porch smoking. When she'd see us drive by, she would run into the house. So she wanted us to have him. Now, the same day at 9 o'clock in the morning that he disappears, I get a text from Danny asking me, have I seen Quinton? We call him Monkey. I've always called him Monkey. Wow! That's what oh my gosh, that's what why can't I think Michael, the little boy that's missing, been missing for almost a year now. That's what his nickname is. Which is Monkey. Wow. So we went over there after he had texted me, and no, I didn't. I called him and I said, "What do you mean?" Right. And he said, "Quinton is missing." And I said, "I'm on my way." And so I went over there, and we got out. Me and my oldest daughter got out. That lives with me. My other daughter doesn't live with me anymore. She's grown. My 17-year-old got out, and we said, okay, he's a kid. Maybe he got into a closet or a cabinet. Let us go in. And I cleaned Billy Joe's house for her. They totally trust me. And he says, no, we've already looked for him. She's already looked for him. Well, it can't help to look again. Right. They wouldn't let me and my daughter in. So I was fixing to leave and call Billy Joe. I didn't know what was going on. And then I was going to call the police. But before I could get in my truck, the police are stacking up behind my car. Oh, wow. And I couldn't get out. And I took Zane home with me because Leilani, all she was doing was smoking a back-to-back cigarette, not looking for the baby, it was just a feeling I got from her and Danny. Was she crying at all? Did she seem like... She was crying, but she would stop crying. She was crying, and then she would stop and smoke a cigarette. How do you turn your tears on and off? Right. What in the hell are you doing smoking a cigarette? Your baby is missing. Right. Oh my gosh. And so soon after, you need to... Something, it sounds like, I don't know. I think it sounds like they're covering up something that happened. Maybe she lost her temper. Do you know if she has a temper, or have you noticed signs of abuse or anything? I noticed that she's not good to her kids, and if she doesn't get what she wants, I know that they would leave 20 times a day to go to this house down here that is a known drug house down here. It's probably her friend. I'm just telling you, she did not care about her kids. Right. Danny acted like he cared more about the kids than she did, but he still didn't do everything right. Yeah. Do you think that he would cover for her? I think that Leilani is a manipulator and a pathological liar, and I think that he would. I think that she manipulates people very easily. Okay. Because, I don't know. If both of them know, which I'm guessing they do, which, would hopefully be the better situation, because hopefully he breaks, or some people are thinking, he was responsible, but I don't know. I don't know him, but I get more, my feeling is it has to, the mom. I don't know. First time I saw her, I was like, Casey Anthony. First thing, when I as soon, that was my first thought. And I didn't even read the story, and I just immediately thought Casey Anthony. I don't know if it was just because they're young and, or what, but I don't know. This is so you've been watching him for the last 6 months, every week, right? Well, I've actually been watching him. I was so nervous that day, and I was so distraught over that. I've actually been keeping them for 10 months, but now when I first started keeping them, it was like on and off, on and off. I would have them maybe 1 day a week or something like that, but steady keeping them all the time has been the last 6 months. And how did you meet her, or how do you know her? Just from the neighborhood? No, I went to church with a wonderful lady that is the lady, the step-grandfather, the one that's married to Leilani's mother, his sister. I went to church with her. She's a wonderful lady. Tommy, I don't know him personally, but I know his family. He comes from a good family. I know his mother. Billy's husband? Billy's husband, yes. It's Tommy? Okay. Yeah, they're good people. Now, I got a call from Sandra one day and said, my husband's wife's daughter needs a babysitter, and she knew how much I love kids. She said, "Do you think you could help out?" I said, "Absolutely." And that's how I met them. I knew nothing of Billy Joe or Leilani.
Do they pay you, or?
They paid me, but I only charged them $15 for the 2 little boys apiece. I didn't even charge them for Sky because they were having a hard time. And then when I realized and I started seeing and I started opening my eyes, I had texted him and I said, "I'm going to start charging for Sky," because they would pay me and literally turn around and say, "Sky has no milk. Can you please loan me this much money to get her milk, and I'll give it back to you?"
Yeah.
And I didn't know that they were on WIC. See, all this stuff, I didn't know all this stuff. I just learned a lot of this stuff.
Right. Wow. And so you said $50 or?
No, 15.
15, like a day, just a day?
A day.
Wow, that's not very much for both of them, or for all of them, really?
No, I charged 15 a piece for the boys, so it was $30 a day for the 2 boys.
Yeah. Not that it's important, it's just that I didn't imagine that she had very much money or anything, so I was wondering how that went, or if she had some type of, sometimes there's some state funding that will help pay for.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So, okay. I know you probably have to go in a second. I don't want to keep.
I'm fine. It's fine.
Don't. Anytime you need to go, don't. I know your life is so hectic right now. I can't even imagine. And I'm like, I wish I would have written down the questions I want to ask, because now I'm like, oh gosh, there's gonna be something I want to ask, and I'm gonna forget.
Right.
So, okay. So you've been watching her every day. Have you noticed any like bruises or anything like that? Because there's a babysitter I was reading, a lady that claims that she used to babysit for Zayd, who said that he used to always show up with bruises and horrible
bruises. Quinton had bruises. I actually sent his grandma pictures of the bruises. This was a couple days before all this happened.
Wow, really?
Yes, he did have bruises on his neck. It was told to my daughter a few months ago by Leilani that I knew that Zane, the 4-year-old, was her favorite. You could tell.
Okay.
And she told my daughter that she didn't bond with Quinton. She bonded with Zane, that Zane had been through everything with her. Everybody that knew her knew that Quinton was her least favorite. Well, I don't know how you have, oh, yeah. I don't know how you have favorite kids.
What was that you said?
I said, I don't know how any mother has favorites.
I know.
Kids.
Oh, my gosh. That's my biggest pet peeve, because my mom was like that. Yeah, it's my biggest pet peeve. She had, of course, I was the least favorite. So, of course, I am a big advocate. It's really important never to, and if you do have a favorite, make sure it never shows, because it really affects the kid's life. Really, I mean, it's horrible. You don't have favorites. I mean, I don't agree with that either, but I was going to ask you that, if it seemed like she was different towards Quinton, then was he easy baby, or was he difficult?
The easy baby, he was happy. He was just always smiling. He was the type of kid, he smiled with his eyes, and just the cutest thing.
What about postpartum? Do you think that's possible that she's going through postpartum due to the baby?
I have postpartum. I have 6 kids. My oldest is 25, and he is a cop in Florida. I have postpartum with my second child, and no, you have these emotions, but never did I have the emotion to hurt my kids. Now, she's been like this with all of them, so if she tries to use that, and hopefully she don't, she's been like this with her other kid as well, so she can't use that.
Well, yeah, I mean, nobody is saying anything good about her. Like, not even her own mother, really. I mean, she's...
Now, did you see that one post? What was it, Melissa? What did she say? That Leilani's heartbroken, and for people to leave her alone.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, no. She's not heartbroken. When she got out of jail, why didn't she come and start looking for him? Why didn't she talk to the news people? in bed.
Or is she still being held, or?
No, she's home, and they were actually they were fighting. The people picked it up. They were fighting. Leilani was screaming. I don't know where he is, and I don't know who was asking her, but someone was asking her in her family where he was, and she was screaming, I don't know where he is.
Oh, because you could hear it?
Oh, yeah, you could hear it all the way down the road.
You witnessed it yourself? Wow. And were the cops, I mean, is your road, like, filled with cops still? I mean, are they?
No.
So have they been out there searching? Because I remember the grandmother yesterday was saying, like, where are nobody's doing anything.
No. They were supposed to start at daybreak yesterday. No one, the FBI and them didn't show up until about 9, and it was only a handful of them. There has been no cops here, no nothing.
So did you see Danny home too?
Yes, he was home. He's home.
Oh, so is he over there with her?
They're home. The brother's home too.
So they both live over there. Is she even allowed to? Well, first, how long have they been home? Do you know?
Yesterday sometime, I think maybe around 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm not really sure about that time, but I know it was before 2.
Wow. So they're still over there? They haven't even been brought back for questioning? Because
I don't.
Wow. The way people were talking on Facebook, I thought that she was being held for like 48 hours. Dang.
No, she's home. She got home yesterday.
Wow. I was trying to write down questions as I go, so I was about to ask you something, and then I freaking forgot because I didn't want to forget to ask you when she got home. But okay, so you think they got home yesterday morning, and everybody talks about how much of a liar she is. Let me think what else. She's 22. All her kids are different dads, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's crazy for 22. Man, that just bothers me. I mean, I just hate that because I'm all about like women being independent, and that's just she's so young,
Yes.
And have you seen her? Does it seem like she's using drugs or substances? Like,
well, I can tell you this. She came over one day and she was flying. Like, when I tell you she was flying, she was on something, so she was spinning around in our living room and had her hands out and her head up to the sky.
Well, she was literally flying, like almost
physically flying.
So like spinning, like just being silly, or
No, like being ridiculous, and she was high on something. You can tell when she's on something. I can tell when she is on something. Her eyes totally change, and then when she's not, it seems like she's in a really bad mood.
So when she is on something, do you notice does it seem like you said she seems like speedy, or is she?
She goes 100 miles a minute talking like. It's bad.
Because I don't know. Somebody said something about her. She used to, other babysitter that used to, or the lady that claimed that she babysit Zane, said that she used to nod out well. So I didn't know if, I'm trying to see what her drug of choice is. Nodding out, I would think, but when people first take pills or opiates, it does make them kind of speedy. So I don't know.
Well, I think that she stays up all night and then she sleeps all day. That's why she can't take care of her kids.
Wow, I wonder. So something happened when she was up all night with her something.
Now, this is my theory, and I don't know for sure. I think that something happened that night, and they text me because they know that I'm going to be like, well, I'll come over there and get them if you want me to. Like, I did that before, like an hour or two later, I'll say, well, because they've been out on the road before playing by themselves, and me and my daughter had to get them. So I'd be like, well, I'll go over there and get them in an hour or two if you want me to, because I knew it wasn't a good situation. But they probably text me that because they knew in a little bit I would be texting, can I go ahead and get them?
Wow. Yeah. I think that you're like one of the I mean, I think that you're very important to this case. And have you talked to law enforcement? I mean, obviously you've talked to law enforcement, I'm sure, right?
Yes, they come and check my cameras. I sent them the text where, they had texted me. I have cameras all around my house, and my camera does show their house, but my camera is set up through Brinks, and what does is it's got to be like 50 feet, something getting close to your yard within 50 feet, my cameras go off.
Dang. What about that one? I saw a still shot of a truck out. Has anybody found out where that came from and whose camera? I mean, and been able to get a hold of that neighbor, because it looks like their camera was pointing straight at that Billy and Tommy's house.
I'm pretty sure that was my camera. I let the FBI come in and check it, but because there wasn't it wouldn't show.
Right. So you just had that picture because the truck set it off, and the truck that was. So you saw that truck with the trailer that was supposedly out there. I think that there was like an older truck or something. Was she even allowed to be around the kids alone?
No, I'm not sure on that. I know her mother had custody of the kids.
She got them taken away.
Yes. So I don't know, but if your kids get taken away and give someone else, I really don't think you should be around them.
Right, not alone. I would think that would be a rule, and that's what I'm worried about. Now, a lot of people are blaming the grandmother, and right now, I'm sure already that she's already freaking so upset with herself, and already having guilt, because I really, truly, I believe that her daughter was not supposed to be around the baby alone, and I think that Billy or I think it's just Billy that has custody, not the stepdad.
It's just her.
Yeah. She's probably going to get in some kind of. She might be charged with neglect or something. I'm guessing,
right,
because she's not supposed. I don't even know if she would be allowed. Well, at the very least, the grandmother would have to be there. She can't just take off for weeks at a time, and I mean that doesn't even make sense. Do they call it DCS down there, or DHS, or is it DHS?
Yes.
So DHS isn't going to just you don't get your kid taken away and then, have them give it, given to your parents, and then, I'll just move in with my parents, and, they're not there most of the time anyways. It sounds like, I don't know. I don't think that. I'm afraid that Billy is probably going to be in some trouble, and I think that I worry because I think it's going to be hard on her, because if it wasn't for her leaving the baby alone, with her when she wasn't, I don't think was supposed to be.
Right.
So, but you said overall you think Billy seems like a good person.
Well, and I don't know them. I've learned a lot of things in the last few days that I didn't even know. I mean, people change, people do things in their past, and hopefully they learn from them. But there's so much. I feel so overwhelmed with what I've learned. Like I don't even know who to believe and what to think about any of them at this point right now.
Right, because some people are thinking Billy might. I don't think.
Well, no, I think it's just because she should not have let around her. Now, my phone has a few texts on it, but some of my messages got erased. Billy, if they check her phone, the cops can see how many times I have texted her about these children, or texted her, please call me, because things were happening that I've seen.
Yeah,
so,
and you would talk to Billy about your concerns about.
Yes, absolutely.
And it sounds like, do you know what caused the eviction on September 9th?
Yeah, they were fighting over Leilani just being nasty to her, and Leilani is a very lazy person. Anyone that sees it knows she's very lazy, and she wouldn't, her mom did come home out the road and like bleach her carpets, clean everything, make sure everything was clean for the kids, make sure they was clean, and Leilani wouldn't help, and she wouldn't get her clothes out the dryer. So I think it was a lot of things of her not taking care of the kids and the house that just made Billy Joe angry, and Leilani, I think, hit her or lunged at her, and then it just got bad, so Billy Joe just called the police.
Yeah, and I guess it said in the report or the eviction that she filed that they would argue all the time, or that Danny and Liliani would argue all the time or something.
Yes.
Have you heard them arguing?
I've never heard him. I know what Billy Joe has told me. She would call me and she would just say, I don't know what to do anymore, Michelle. Like, she's not changed. I thought she was going to change. I thought she was going to do things different. She told me she wanted to, and I could just tell she doesn't want to. I mean, if she doesn't have cigarettes and she doesn't have her whatever drugs she does, then she's not happy and she makes everybody's life miserable.
Right.
And her kids.
Right. Like, I mean, wow, that's what doesn't make sense. If she was having a rough time, let's say she got angry and did something stupid, and and I don't know, hit him too hard. I don't even like to think about it. But the thing is, like, you said the kids go there no matter what, even if she doesn't work. She would have. I mean, she has the days off, right? I mean,
right.
You get the kids. I mean, it sounds like she has it pretty easy. It doesn't sound like she's been paying any type of rent. I think she was supposed to.
Right.
Pay her mom rent, but from the eviction notice, it doesn't look like she has been. It does also. I heard too that the day that on the 5th. Was that the day that he went missing? Let's see. Today is the.
He went missing the 5th.
Okay, so I heard the 5th was the day that they were supposed to be evicted.
I'm not sure on that. I don't know what day it was. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly what day that was supposed to be, but I do know they were supposed to be out.
Did Billy have a favorite? I know that
she seemed to love both of them very much. She's been over at my house when I had him, and she got home early and come over here, and she would come home early too, and not even tell Leilani, and surprise visit and check on them and make sure Leilani was doing what she was supposed to. And this is not my tale to really tell. Like, I'm not like a nosy person, but I feel like that I have been lied to so much, and Billy Joe hasn't even been home seeing what her daughter's doing, so I do know what Leilani has been doing with her kids and how she's done. So I guess I feel like I don't want to be like a nosy tattletale person, but people need to know that they don't need to feel sorry for Leilani. They need to understand that her baby's missing, and she doesn't really give a damn.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. It's like she doesn't even care. That's so crazy. Oh, man. So, yeah, I think I don't know. I can't think of anything else that you think would be important for me to. It's okay.
I can tell you one thing, and I told one cop. I can't remember what cop I told, but everything that day when the FBI come over here, I was trying to think, and I left it out. When that morning, right before Danny had texted me, it was probably about 8:40 when I left to go get my girls McDonald's and come back. Leilani or either him was in their gray car, and they was driving very slow up to their house from our stop sign. Now, this is what I was thinking. If it was Danny, and he was driving slow, because he was literally driving like slow, looking. They had one window rolling down as I was leaving. If it was him, that he really might not know what happened to Quinton. She might have done something when he was already at work.
Yeah. What time does he usually work? You know?
They usually have the kids to me between 5:15 and 5:45. Sometimes they're a little late at 6 o'clock, and then they're running late and they're trying to rush to work.
So he works
Yes, he works.
what time? And she does too.
Yes, they both got a job, I believe, at the same place, making very good money.
Oh, okay. But yet they don't have money. It sounds like for
For their kids.
Yeah, it probably is a drug problem. What do you think law enforcement thinks? I mean, they're trying to act like, yesterday they were saying we don't suspect foul play, which I'm like, are they just like bluffing? Because what else could it be? A 20-month-old doesn't just like go on a morning stroll. Like, I mean, if it does, he's not going to get far.
Right. I don't know what to think about law enforcement. I know when it first happened that Savannah Chatham County Police was all over it. My road, you couldn't get through it. And then I heard, I don't know this for a fact, that the FBI said they was taking over. So then we didn't see no more Chatham County. Like, they just disappeared, and we seen FBI yesterday, but it was only a few of them, and they weren't here long either. And then I heard they got 2 more search warrants. So I don't know what's going on, but I think that they should definitely let the people know something. Like, they're working on something, but just give us something, because people are still literally walking these woods. They haven't listened. They haven't stopped. They're walking these woods trying to find this baby.
Right. And if they know that it was foul play, right. If they know that the people would be wasting their time looking, then they should say something. But also, I could see them maybe they're giving false, maybe to make Liliani and possibly Danny feel more comfortable and think that the law enforcement believes them. Maybe law enforcement's just trying to go along with and try not to freak them out, so they won't, say, oh, we need a lawyer, we're not going to talk. I don't know, because law enforcement will sometimes lie if it's, well, a lot of times, if it will help the investigation. So it's possible. That one chief, or your guys' chief, he seemed like a really nice guy, but man, he didn't know anything about this. I mean, he
didn't even know his name. He couldn't remember his name. That's why I was shocked.
He didn't know. Oh my gosh, he didn't know if he had any brothers or sisters. I couldn't believe it. I was like, did you not prep yourself for this?
Right.
Beforehand? So, wow. Well, I do appreciate you talking to me. I don't want to keep you forever, because maybe, I might ask or see if you could talk again sometime, and I don't want you to have a bad experience this time and be like, no way.
No, it's fine. Can I have your YouTube name? Or
yeah, I go by Ziggy. I'll send you the link.
Okay, send me the link, and thank you for talking to me. And yeah, because like people are saying, I am just a babysitter to them, but when you love kids, you're more than that. If you heard anything, hear anything, could you let me know?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm right now. It looks like. Do you know Holly Ford? She just messaged me. I guess that's the mother of the other babysitter, Holly Ford. She's wanting to talk too, but I was just asking because she just messaged.
Yeah, I don't know anybody. I've talked to a couple people, but I don't really know them. I've got so many messages in my inbox.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm lucky that I even, I got a hold of you. I put a message on one of your posts and I think that's what you saw.
I'm praying in my head before I talk to you and ask, what I should do. Like, I don't want to spread stuff, but I can spread the truth as far as I know it.
Right. As long as you are just, speaking the truth as far as you know, that's like all you can do. And if, I don't know, has law enforcement told you can't talk?
No, they haven't. Like, literally, they come up and they talk to me, and I sent FBI the messages where that he said that he wasn't coming today. But I don't know anything. They haven't talked to me. I've just been outside like other people, walking, watching, and waiting.
See, you would think though that Danny, the fact that you saw the car creeping by, I mean, that seems like, you know, positive. Maybe like Danny doesn't know, but he texted at 5:30 to tell you that he wasn't coming. So, you know, the kids weren't coming. So, like, what did he know?
But yeah, that's where I get confused because I feel like, did they do something that night, or is he trying to cover himself, or did he come by creeping, and does he really not know if something happened between when he left? Because I can tell you this, at 7 o'clock, my door's open every day. I am outside because my husband leaves for work by 7:30. My son-in-law leaves for work. My son lives in a house behind me. He leaves from work around 8. We were outside, so I know I can promise you from 7:30 until 9, Quinton, like she says, did not get out that door and walk down the road. We was outside. Now, I don't know what happened that night, or I don't know what happened when Danny left for work from, say, a quarter till 6 until 7:30 until my door opened.
Did he go to work yesterday? Or did they meet on Wednesday? Probably not, huh?
Yeah, he did work. He went, well, someone said they verified that he was at work and that he came home. So that was him. I'm thinking that was him going slow. Maybe Leilani called him and said, you know, if he didn't have nothing to do with it, Quinton's missing. But either way, she's guilty. Even if she went to sleep and left that baby up and that door open because she opens it so much smoking, that's still her fault. She's responsible. Don't be a dead-ass mom. Get up and take care of your kids.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't, to me, I don't think she's even supposed to be around them by themselves anyways. Especially...
And I think Billy Joe's going to have some repercussion from that because she knew in her heart, she knew that she wasn't supposed to be around him. I don't care if your daughter, it says she's changing. I'm texting you all this stuff. So apparently she's not changing for the good.
She probably thought she was doing a good thing and trying to keep the kid, you know, keep the, you know, their mother and her grandkid's life, and also trying, I don't know, it probably a little bit of an enabler. I mean, obviously she is if she's letting her daughter live with her while she's using, because that's enabling, and because that's money that she doesn't have to pay for rent that she gets spent on drugs, so that's why it's enabling. I mean, even though she's supposedly, it sounds like supposed to pay rent, but according to the eviction paper that was filed by Billy, but I don't know how much, and it didn't say specifics, but anyway. Yeah, so did you hear anything on the news? Like, did he say anything about Quinton today on the news?
I haven't seen it. Honestly, I went grocery shopping earlier. I was on my way back when you texted, because they had my car, you know, if nobody could move, so I hadn't been to the grocery store. So I had to go grocery shopping this morning, and I into the bank, and then I came back. Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I talked to you, so I mean, I know that your life is hectic right now, and everybody's wanting to talk to you. So, you know, I figured you would get back a hold of me when you could. So, but well, thank you so much. And yeah, if I hear anything like, would it be best for me to text you or message you on Messenger?
Text me. This is my number. Either one is fine, and I will get back to you. But please send me your YouTube link, if you will.
I'll do that right now.
All right.
If you ever want to come on and, you know, talk about it, but I know some people are really shy. The best way the advice I give people and the way I handled it when I first started YouTube is I just act like I'm talking on the phone. I don't look at the comments, you know.
Right.
So if you ever want to come on there, and but I didn't want to ask you that right first because sometimes people, you know, a lot of people get really nervous. So, okay, let me get you before I forget. Because I was going to send you that link. And Then, okay. And I'll just let you go so you can. So have you talked to anybody else from besides law enforcement? I mean, like.
No, nobody. Wow. And Billy Joe, I texted her last night, told her I was praying for them, and has she heard anything? And she hadn't texted me back. So, I guess, like she feels like I was just a lady that kept her grandkids, but no, it was more than that. My whole family loved the kids. Even my mom in Florida would FaceTime me and see the babies, and my mom loved kids too. So, a lot of the kids that I've kept through my life, they even call my mom Nana. So it's not like we're just a babysitter and they come and go from 9 to 5. No, they're with us at night sometimes a lot because of their situation. So I really feel like Billy Joe has not let me know anything, and she could have, because I was right there for her grandkids.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you did a lot for them. I mean, only $15 per kid, and nothing for the baby. So you watched the baby also. At first, I thought it sounded like you only watched the boys.
No, I watched all 3.
Okay. Even when she didn't work, all of them. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. And the baby, you started. How soon did you start watching? Like after the baby was born, did you start watching her?
She was about almost 2 months.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. Is there anything else you can think of that people should know? I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting to ask that I really wanted to ask, but I guess I can always text you.
Yes, ma'am. No, not at this time. I hope that he's just not a face that they forget and people are going to.
As long as like, you guys are willing and stuff, I will continue to talk about it. I have, I have a pretty decent following from the Summer Wells case and stuff. And, so I will, and I also know a lot of the creators, so I could definitely like help you guys like get in touch with other ones that would be more than happy, I'm sure, to talk to you. And
I have a lot of pictures. The picture that she turned in that day was not even a recent picture. And the pictures that Grandma's got, except for the one with her with him, she got off of my Facebook. I can send you so many pictures of him.
She took pictures off your Facebook to turn them in. Wow.
Yes, and then pictures that I sent her of him, she shared as well. But they didn't even have an updated picture of him. Leilani gave that picture when it was his birthday party when he was 1 year old. Yes, that was crazy to me. Wow. But I have pictures too that I can send because he looks a lot different and he's a lot bigger.
Wow, yeah. Send me one that's more recent so that I could show people to be on the lookout, because that makes me think maybe he is alive. Maybe she, I don't know, got money for him or something. I don't know. Who knows?
That went through my mind too, like so many things. Then I thought maybe she left the drugs out and he got a hold of them and then they covered it up. So many things just went through my mind.
Yeah.
But I will send you some of these pictures of him right now.
Okay, awesome. And I text you that link, so.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Okay, so you guys, there was a question. I just messaged her and I actually got a response back just a second ago. I said, do you know if Quinton was able to climb out of a pack and play, and was he able to open a door? She said, no, he was not. Now with his brother, as for his brother saying he helped him over here get out at my house, but they was inside, but he was sure he couldn't open the door if he got out because she left the door open. Wait, I don't understand this message. It looks like, let's see. No, he was not. I guess I could take a screenshot and show you guys what she said so you can interpret how you want to, because so yeah, there was some definite, for me anyways, I felt like there was some good info in there that I didn't know before. Oh, yeah. And then I asked her about if she knew. Oh, you guys all knew. We talked about it yesterday, but if you weren't here, also we talked about the fact that Leonie's brother is in prison for murder. I after this call, I had forgot to bring that up with Diana, who is the babysitter on the call. I forgot to bring that up, but I did text her or message her about it. I was like, "Did you hear about that? I forgot to, talk to you about that." She's like, "Yes," and I was like, "Yeah." She named her son Quinton after her brother, who murdered a kid. The brother's name is Nathaniel Quinton Betterton. He went by Quinton. People called him Quinton. And when you look up, if you look up, they tried to get out. Oh my gosh, there was like there's a lot of information on Facebook and the internet on this Nathaniel Betterton. I guess there was a lot of drama between the families of the victim and, Liliani's family and his friend and Nathaniel's friends and stuff, like back and forth. Or I don't know. It's a bunch of drama over this drug deal gone bad. That's what it was. In 2013. But how crazy. How can you imagine as a mother? Imagine having a son in prison he was charged with murder, but it ended up getting lowered to a voluntary manslaughter. And he got 45 years and has to do 22 years of it. But can you imagine having a son who was charged with murder and then having a daughter who also gets charged with murder? Obviously we don't know that's what happened. But I just thought, man, oh my gosh. I can't. Yeah. Yeah. So here, I was sending this message to my. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and screenshot where I asked her about. Oh yeah, she just said she just found out yesterday. I was shocked. So she just found out about the brother who's in prison yesterday. The babysitter did. And she goes, "So sad. I just don't understand. I still haven't seen anything on Monkey. The news has said nothing." So yeah, a very nice lady. And if she hears this, we all appreciate her speaking out. And I know it can't be easy because these are your neighbors and, but just remember, if you hear this, Diana, just remember your Quinton's voice. Just focus on Quinton like you've been doing, and don't worry about anything else, like what people. Hopefully they don't give you any issues, but when it comes to a missing child, people should. I feel like anything you have to talk. If you know something, you have to talk. Speak up. So this is what she said when I asked her if he could open a door or climb out of the playpen, but I don't understand the wording. I said, hey, do you know if Quinton was able to climb out of a pack and play? And then was he able to open a door? She said, no, he was not. Now with his brother, Zane, he helped him over here get out. I'm at my house, but they was inside, but he was sure he couldn't open the door if he got out. He was sure he couldn't open the door if he got out because she left the door open. He was sure he couldn't open the door if he got out. I'm not sure. I don't quite understand what she's trying to get at there. I don't know. Yeah, love for Diana. And I don't know if I think the boyfriend did it. I don't know. I don't know. To me, totally seems like the mom. I think she's saying even if the door was open, he couldn't get out. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the parents had drug problems. That's what the babysitter said. Here, let's pull up some. I thought, so when I was talking to Diana about another babysitter, who I was talking about was somebody who babysitted for Lilani, but she babysitted Zane. She didn't babysit Quinton, who's the 20-month-old missing. So this was a while ago. So I had gotten hold of that babysitter and that babysitter's mother because of things they were saying in the Facebook group. And the mother was going to talk, but then she changed her mind like right after, and I was like, it's okay. So that's why I said to her on the phone here to Diana that the other babysitter was wanting to talk, or the other babysitter's mom was wanting to talk. Mom was just ordered to pay $150 a month for the boys. This girl obviously has help. Why not just walk away? If she couldn't cope, I'll never understand there was a place that turned your baby in. Yeah, I know. Well, did you guys hear in the call? She goes, it was obvious that Quinton that Zane was her favorite. And she talked about how she's been through everything with Zane. That Lilani is always talking about how she's been with everything through everything with Zane, and how much she bonded with Zane. And then she's also talked about how much she hasn't bonded with Quinton. She said everybody knows that Zane was her favorite. And that is what I was worried about. I was worried that there was some type of situation like that. So the boyfriend says he saw him in the playpen at 6-ish. Yes. Okay. Was it? Okay, it was 5. The boyfriend was the one that texted the babysitter at 5:29 a.m. It was boyfriend Danny who texted the babysitter at 6-ish. It was, yes, it was the boyfriend had seen him in the playpen. And then at 9:29 was, or 9:39 was the 911 call. And I think it has, I was trying to find the call, but I heard it had been pulled from Broadcastify. But if you do have Broadcastify Premium and can send me those those 2 time files, I think it's like 8:51 to 9:21 and then 9:21 to 9:51. I want those. If it makes send them to me. You have to have a premium account, but I think it's been pulled anyways. There's something I was going to show you guys. The mother of the boyfriend, it has been very defensive in Facebook groups. And because people are attacking her son, she feels like, and she's not very happy about it. But True Crime with Eve played him. So if he's lying, he's got some part in this too. What, lying about what? Okay, we'll listen to dispatch calls if True Crime with Eve has them, but okay. We'll go through that page in a second. I'm not going to be on that long because I have to go on my backup page today. I told people I would show, I told everybody I would show more products tonight on my backup. So if you're wanting to see what I have available, just follow me on the backup channel at Getting Ziggy with it. Okay, so this is from, it says, here's a compilation of dispatch recordings on the day Quinton Simon was reported missing at 9:49 a.m. on October 5th, 2022. A statement issued by Chatham, I can't say it, County Police Friday afternoon read in part, detectives are working 18 to 20 hours a day and some localized outdoor searches continue, including a search today of a pond. Specific location of the pond was not given. It has been searched by law enforcement utilizing waders and poles. Authorities say it was presented too many dangers to send in a dive team at this time. So she must have been able to get these off of we're gonna share this real quick.
Dispatch said 200 units that's going out to the 620. All the subjects are on scene. This is possibly between a female and a child father. Subject is the man that complained to give him her child.
Dispatch chat on 7 Alpha 2, 7 Alpha 1, County West Sergeants. We have a signal 56, 535 Bocalta Road, 535 Bocalta Road. Complaint advised her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was open, advising he's unable to open the door. I think someone came in and took him. going to be a tan skinned child with dark brown hair, green, blue eyes. Last seen at 6 a.m. this morning.
350 receipt.
This is Leilani, and her son is Hawaiian.
Any available unit they have on the west side, I need you to send them to Buckhalter Road, 530, so they can meet up with me.
9 Alpha 2, you can show me en route, 56.
Dispatch audience, we've had a copy of Lookout on a Missing Juvenile. Going to be on a Quinton Simon, 2 years of age, date of birth 1/8/2020. The white male, about 2 feet tall, weighing 34 pounds. Blonde hair, hazel eyes. Last seen in the area of 535 Balcarter Road around 6 o'clock this morning. Going to be wearing black pants with a Sesame Street t-shirt. Last seen inside the playpen inside of the home. Any units come in contact, hold and notify authority of Chatham 7 Alpha 2 at 1024. Dispatch available K9, respond on records. Available K9 on records.
Dispatch available K9 on Alpha 5. Any unit with a K9, we need it on record.
Agency with any available K9 unit, respond on records. Any agency, any available K9, please respond on records.
Therefore, I need a 1020 call out for all the units that are in on this call, this 56, so we can get a 20 on everybody for right now.
Dispatch all County West units stand by for roll call. Chatham 7 Alpha 2. Copy. Chatham 7 Alpha 1. I copy 0505 Balcarter Road. Chatham 8 Alpha 1.
8 Alpha 1, I'm directly behind the house in the wood line.
Copy. Chatham 8 Alpha 2.
8 Alpha 2, we can get Buckhalter and Gerard along with 9 Alpha 3.
Copy. Chatham 9 Alpha 1.
I'm at 535 Buckhalter Road.
Copy. 1863.
535 Balcarter Road.
Copy. 1804 and 1808. Are y'all on scene yet?
Description listed. Complaint refused.
Okay. Turn on Ogeechee. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Copy. 1808 along with you.
1808, I just got on the veterans. I'm about 3 minutes out.
Good copy. All units accounted for. At 10:39 hours.
I'll be at my 1020. I'll be at 501 Buckhalter.
Copy.
Chatham 317 to all units at 535 Buckhalter. As soon as the K9 gets here, I need everybody to stop moving, hold your positions, call out where you're at, and then we're going to start a track.
Marine 5.
Marine 5.
You want me to route to that Buckhalter 56.
Copy.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe.
Wait, was that the mom of the boyfriend that called 911? Eve, I want to listen to that one more time here in a second. Wasn't that the mother of the boyfriend? Oh, thank you, Marlena. Well, supposedly the mom, nobody saw it she didn't. Okay, so the whole story with that is the boyfriend is the one who last saw him in the playpen at 6 or so. I don't know what it calls. I can't remember exactly what the babysitter said about who saw. She said the boyfriend said at 5:30 that Leilani was up with the kids. And Diana said that was very strange because she's never up with the kids because she has her day and night confused. So basically, she doesn't spend any time with the kids, but she's not supposed to be alone with them anyways. I'm pretty sure. I don't know that for 100% fact. Okay, I just want to say that and put that out there because I don't want to spread any rumors, but I think it's pretty. I think that's pretty much a fact, but we'll say it's a 99.9% fact. We don't know for sure. Right. That's why I was wondering could it be the mother? But look, so this is the house. I didn't know there was a pool like this. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Because that gives us more theories. Let's see. The Diana. That's wait, where was that truck parked then if in that picture? Is this the wait, what was hold on, let me this is the address, is that right? Let's see. Quinton. Yep, 500 block. Uh-oh. Oh, so precious.
Hey, good evening, Marvis and Brooke. Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley told county commissioners earlier today that they have exhausted their physical search but are still considering Quinton a missing child. Today, we did uncover more about Leilani, Quinton's 22-year-old mom. In court documents we obtained, we confirmed that Billy Joe, Quinton's grandmother, attempted to remove Leilani and her boyfriend, Daniel Youngkin, from their Buckhalter Road home. Billy Joe, Leilani's mother, said in the document, quote, "They have damaged my property, and at this point, no one is living in peace." She added that she wanted Leilani and Daniel out, quote, "as soon as possible." We also found out that it's Billy Joe and her husband, the grandparents, who have custody of Quinton and his 3-year-old brother. Chief Hadley spoke with reporters earlier today and assured that they will leave no stone unturned.
There's a very sequential process that takes place here. It may be frustrating for the general public. It may be frustrating for y'all that things aren't developing as quickly as you would like, but we have to make sure that we're doing the right thing, that we're being lawful, that we're making sure we dot our I's and cross our T's. So if we discover evidence, it can be admissible in court. We can use it in court eventually if we have to.
Andy, such a tragic story right now. So many questions right here. Lots of eyes on the case. Do we know anything about where police have searched so far?
Yeah, we do. Police Chief Hadley told us that they executed a search warrant on the house itself, the backyard pool, and a nearby pond. But still, Quinton is missing. Police are asking anyone with information to call 911. Marvis.
All right, Andy, you've been staying on top of this story for us. Thank you so much for that report.
Community.
I was pulling up Twitter, but so this is the house. So that means That's the house then. Yeah, that pool, that bugs me. Maybe they found the baby in the pool. And she covered it up because she wasn't supposed to be around the baby. No, the family hasn't talked to the babysitter. They won't. She won't. She said they won't respond to her text or anything. That Billy won't. So the adults are claiming Quinton was awake around 6, and they both. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking happened from what the babysitter says, anyways. It sounds like to me they both worked at the same place. Okay, so I think the same time. She said, I don't know about the same times, but it sounds like it. So they were both going to work together. But this day, it sounds like she didn't go to work. Lilani didn't go to work. And supposedly she was up with the kids, and that's what the boyfriend said when he texted the babysitter at 5:29. But the boyfriend did go to work. So it sounds like after he had so that can't be true. If he said that, he had to have lied to the babysitter if he said that Lilani is up with the kids. That couldn't have been the truth. Either that, I mean, because he was the last one to see or to see Quinton, according to the call, right? Or according to the news reports. So if Lilani was up with the kids, then she would have been the last to see him. But nevertheless, he told the babysitter. Danny texts the babysitter and says, Lilani's up with the kids and they're not going to be there today. So it sounds like to me he left for work around 6. He put the boy in the playpen and figured he'd be okay in there by himself. And Lilani, I'm assuming, was still sleeping. Or, I mean, this is a story I think they're trying to give. I don't think I don't believe it's a true story. Because, it could be. I mean, something could have happened after Danny went to work. But this is what sounds like supposedly transpired. And then, so Danny puts Quinton in the playpen and leaves around 6 something, right? And then Lilani supposedly gets up around 9 something and goes to the playpen and sees that the Quinton's missing. No, I don't even think. I think he must have lied to the babysitter about her being up with the kids or something. I think that he didn't want to say, oh, she's sleeping still. And what doesn't make sense to me, if they were struggling, they didn't have the money to do that. I mean, she said, well, they did, but because the babysitter said they made really good money, but never had money for the kids, I guess. because of, it sounds like some type of bad habit. But what I don't get, if you don't have money, why are you sending your kids to daycare when you're home? You know? So she was paying $15 a day. I mean, I don't know. Could she have did something to him just to avoid paying the child support in the $15 a day for babysitter? I mean, I guess crazier things have happened, but wow. It's sure she was up with the kids, she would be the last to see him. Exactly. They were getting WIC. Very likely child care was subsidized. But, well, I don't think so, because she's not a licensed child care. She's just a babysitter. There's a wait list. I know, but that is the point. That's why I brought up with the babysitter. And she's like, well, I would assume, but as far as getting some type of assistance, but the state doesn't just give the parents like cash. They pay the actual daycare. They pay it straight to the daycare. And I'm pretty sure it can't just be anybody. Otherwise, you could put your cousin or your significant other as a babysitter and be collecting money. I mean, I think it goes straight to it has to be like a recognized daycare, I'm guessing. But for stuff like that, there is a long wait, but you would think that she would be on that wait. That's true. Yeah, to me, this sounds like what happened was there was some kind of crisis. Something happened where Milani gets in trouble and loses her kids. And I think in a desperate attempt to save the kids, it sounds like the grandmother, Billy, right? That's the name, or is it Bobby? I can't remember if it's Billy. I think it's Billy. The grandmother, Billy, I'm assuming was just like, just frantically. It's like, okay, fine, you can, I'll take custody, but I can't really take care of them because I'm working, so you'll have to, take care of them. You'll just have to move in and we can't say anything. Or that's what I'm guessing, is that she just is like, didn't want the kids to go to the state. And so they probably thought, oh, no big deal. We'll just say the grandparents will adopt, but yet we'll let the daughter move in and continue life. You don't know why she would have to pay child support? Because she would have to pay child support because the grandmother has custody. And the grandmother has custody of the boys. And Milani was ordered to pay child support for him. So that's why what I'm guessing too is like the reason why I think she let Loani move in and keep it a secret from DHS or the courts was because she couldn't like take off work, and she really couldn't take care of the boys, but she didn't want to go to the state. And so, but then, you know, she does, it sounds like to me, she does this. She lets Lonnie and her boyfriend move in. Maybe the mom likes the boyfriend, thinks he's a decent person, and maybe, I don't know. And then it just doesn't go well. You know, she goes back, she's still continuing her ways from what I've read on Facebook and heard about her, that she's always been a liar, bad drug user, manipulator, etc., etc. So I'm guessing that behavior continued, and there was a lot of fighting and arguing, and the grandmothers just had enough, went to the court, filed for eviction. But then, you know, if she did that, of course, she was going to have to stop working or reduce her hours significantly, because it sounds like to me she's like on the road. I don't even know. It doesn't sound like she'd be able to work. So that's probably why she filed also for child support. It's like, okay, well, if I'm going to have to take care of these boys, you know, by myself, then I'm going to have child support from her if I'm kicking her out, because I'm going to have to be here, you know? That's just what I'm thinking. Chad Wharton. Let's see, what was that? Here, let's listen to the call one more time, and then I do have to go. And I will be on my backup. And thank you, True Crime with Eve, I think. Hold on, let me make sure I say it right. True Crime with Eve. And she says she's uploading another dispatch call. Let's see if it's uploaded yet. Not so far, but I guess there's some other I don't know what other dispatch calls they could be. Maybe they're from previous incidents or something. But I want to hear this again because I wasn't paying attention close enough. Because I want to know who called 911. That sounded like it said that the mom's boyfriend, or I mean no, I'm sorry. It sounded like it said the mom of the boyfriend. Does that mean the boyfriend's mom lived with them also? That's another thing. Maybe we'll learn. Oh, that's what I should ask her. Let me ask her if the boyfriend's mom lived over there also. Did you hear the Diana say that the brother lives there also? So maybe that's how they got around it, if she's not allowed to be alone. But I think actually the custodial parent has to be the one that is with the child if the the one that lost the custody is around the child. Let's see. So I was going to ask her, do you know if the mom of Danny also lives with them over at 535? Okay, so we'll wait for that, but I want to play this again. Thank you so much, True Crime with Eve, for uploading this and finding this. I appreciate it. No. No. Okay, this is a different brother. It's not the murderer. I'm sorry. The one that's in, he's still in prison. That's an older brother. He's been in prison since 2013. I'm talking about a younger brother lives over there. I'm sorry. The younger brother, Luani. The older brother is the one that's in prison. It's a son who lived there named Paul. I can find that out too. I'll ask her that too. Luani's brother. Stop, cat. Lives there named Paul. Okay, let's listen to this one more time.
Dispatch said 200 units that's going out to the 620. Subjects, all the subjects are on scene. This is possibly between a female and a father, child father. Subject is the man that complained to give him her child.
Dispatch Chatham 7 Alpha 2, 7 Alpha 1, County West Sergeants. We have a signal 56, 535 Bocalta Road, 535 Bocalta Road. Complaint advised her 1-year-old son is missing. She woke up, her door was open, advising he's unable to open the door. Thinks someone came in and took him. It's going to be a tan-skinned child with dark brown hair, green, blue eyes. Last seen at 6 a.m. this morning.
350 received.
This is Leilani, and her son is Hawaiian.
Any available unit they have on the west side, I need you to send them to Buckhalter Road, 530, so they can meet up with me.
9 Alpha 2, you can show me en route, Route 56.
Dispatch sergeant, so I've had a copy of Lookout on a Missing Juvenile. It's going to be on a Quinton Simon, 2 years of age, date of birth 1/8/2020. The white male, about 2 feet tall, weighing 34 pounds. Blonde hair, hazel eyes. Last seen in area 535 Bocalta Road around 6 o'clock this morning. Going to be wearing black pants with a Sesame Street t-shirt. Last seen inside the playpen inside of the home. Any units come in contact, hold and notify authority of Chatham 7 Alpha 2 at 1024. Dispatch available K9, respond on records. Available K9 on records.
Dispatch available K9 on Alpha 5. Any unit with a K9, we need it on record.
Agency with any available K9 unit, respond on records. Any agency, any available K9, please respond on records.
Therefore, I need a 1020 call out for all the units that are in on this call, this 56, so we can get a 20 on everybody for right now.
Dispatch all County West units stand by for roll call. Chatham 7 Alpha 2. Copy. Chatham 7 Alpha 1. I copy 0505 Bocalta Road. Chatham 8 Alpha 1.
8 Alpha 1, I'm directly behind this house in the wood line.
Copy. Chatham 8 Alpha 2.
8 Alpha 2. We're going to be at Buckhalter and Gerard along with 9 Alpha 3.
Copy. Chatham 9 Alpha 1.
I'm at 535 Buckhalter Road.
Copy. 1863.
535 Bocalta Road.
Copy. 1804 and 1808. Are y'all on scene yet?
Description listed. Complaint refused.
Okay. Turn on Ogeechee. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Copy. 1808 along with you.
1808. I just got on the veterans. I'm about 3 minutes out.
Good copy. All units accounted for. At 10:39 hours.
I'll be in my 1020. I'll be at 501 Buckhalter.
Copy.
Chatham 317 to all units at 535 Buckhalter. As soon as the canine gets here, I need everybody to stop moving, hold your positions, call out where you're at, and then we're going to start a track.
Marine 5.
Marine 5.
We home in route to that Buckhalter 56.
Copy.
Thank you for watching.
Okay, I think I'm gonna even listen to that one more time after I end this. Okay, so I guess it means Loani was saying her son is Hawaiian. I guess because the father is Hawaiian, I suppose. Can you ask if Danny and Lilani were there at 9 when the babysitter was also That was a text, relevant truth, though. It was a text. She was texted by Danny if she'd seen Quinton. So it's like, and then she talks about that car creeping, that she couldn't see if it was. She goes, it was either Danny or Lil Ani in a car with the window down, like creeping by, like they were, looking, but she didn't see if it was Danny or Lil Ani. But she was saying if it was Danny, maybe that means like she was called, maybe she was called or maybe he was called while he was at work, and he came back and started looking. So maybe he doesn't know anything, really. But we don't know for sure if that, she doesn't know for sure if that was Danny or Lil Ani. Thank you so much, Plant Diva. Wonder if Lil Ani dad is Hawaiian, as that's a Hawaiian name. Oh, okay. Means heavenly flower. I know, different color eyes on the call. I know, right? And then they also, there was something else they got wrong too. Oh, they said 2 years old. He's not 2 years old. He's 20 months. But, and then there was the blonde hair. He doesn't really have blonde hair. And then they said hazel eyes and then green eyes. Okay, so we got a message back from Diana. Wait, I don't understand her response. I said, do you know if mom of Danny also lives with them over at 535? And also, is Lilani's brother who lives there named Paul? She said, the brother, yes. Danny's mother, no. Oh, okay. Okay. So, yes, the brother's name is Paul. And Danny's mother does not live there, according to to her. But I was just confused with that 911 call. So that makes sense. So if Luani is, which I have a friend named Kalani, so, and actually that will help me be able to say her name now, because I have a friend named Kalani who it's a Hawaiian name, and so now I'll be able to say Lil Ani. I'll be able to pronounce it better. And thank you so much, Plant Diva. I'm going to be back on my backup channel showing more products. So for those who claimed products yesterday, you won't be... Actually, I didn't even invoice anybody for those products yesterday. So I'll probably do that tonight after I show more products, since I didn't get it done. No reason to do it twice. Just might as well do them all together. Yep, Paul lives there. The younger brother lives there. But I don't know. I'm going to have to listen to my call with her again to see if she said Paul was home or not. Maybe I could. Did she say, does anybody remember in the call if she said if Paul was home or not? Let me ask. Was the brother home when Quinton went missing? I'm going to say also, I just pulled up a Google image of the house of the, well, I'll say property, and I see there is a huge pool in the backyard. Any possibility he could have fell into the pool without any possibility that he could have got out to the pool by himself and fell in. You believe who's her brother? No. It's her brother. The mom's brother. Lil Annie's brother. Lil Annie's younger brother is Paul and also lives at that house. So I'm finding out if I'm guessing, right? Well, how old? I think that's what she said, right? Gosh, now you guys got me. I'm kind of second guessing if Paul is the younger brother of. Let me pull up and tell you, so I could tell you probably, and just like. Oh, and I've got some. I need to do a short on. I just reminded myself when I pulled up Intellius. I have some information or something about the Summer Wells case to pull up. I found interesting. Or to do. I don't want to say it. I have such a bad habit of like mixing info and about different things into one video, and then it's like hard to find. So I'm going to try to keep it separate from this video. Oh, it's 5:35. It's 5:35, lip lock. It's 5:35. No, I could share it because it's in the call, the 911 call, and it's I believe in art news articles all over. So 5:35 buck halter. Okay, Luani, Simon. Wow. So it looks like Billy has been married like several times. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's been married 4 or 5 times. Let me see if there's a Paul Betterton, but that's he's older. Wait, I wonder if Paul is supposed to be is actually the brother of Billy. I thought she said he was a younger. Is Paul the brother of Lilani or Billy? Here for a while, I was thinking that the Billy was the stepfather. But no, it's the mom. Becca, did you find a Paul that was younger? Hold on. Let me pull up her Facebook and look in her friends list. Oh, she privated her friends. She posted a post 4 hours ago. I love you, Quinton. I can't breathe without you. All I think is about your sweet little hugs, your heart. Nana is so sorry. You deserve the world. Then she has a post here. It says, here, let me show you. Well, shit. She said, I'll just read it. Anyone that is spending their time bashing my family in these times, please don't hesitate to remove yourself from my Facebook. Everyone is already torn and broken. Outsiders that are okay with beating people down aren't my kind of people. Okay. Let me show you guys actually this because there's several. It looks like she's posted several things since the last time I looked. Zig, did you see? Okay. All right. See, 6 hours ago. Look what this says. New image. Look right here. New image. The Chatham County Police Department has shared a more recent photo of the missing toddler, Quinton Simon. Quinton was last seen at 6 a.m. Wednesday in his home, I'm guessing that says. But why didn't they have a recent photo to begin with, Lilani? Why did they have an old photo? Then she post. Okay, Paul is the brother of Lilani, is what she just said. You sent it to me on whatnot? Oh, okay. Oh, you told me that wasn't you, the relevant truth. Okay. She says, I love you, Quinn. I can't breathe without you. All I can think about is your sweet little hugs. You're my heart. Nana is so sorry. You deserve the world. He does look Hawaiian, doesn't he? Anyone that's spending their time bashing my family in these times, please don't hesitate to remove yourself from my Facebook. Everyone is already torn and broken. Outsiders that are okay with being people down aren't my kind of people. Here she shares a little video of Quinton when they were young. Oh my gosh. So cute. Okay, that was so cute. He was precious. She goes, I can't even begin to understand why my family has to endure these horrible times. God, I beg of you to please send my baby Quinton home safe. We are also very afraid. This little boy is smart, silly, and the absolute cutest and most loving. Tommy and I are not okay. Every day with this little boy is tearing our hearts out of our chest. I do feel bad for her. I really do. But so she pulled these off of these are ones that came off of the Babysitter's Facebook that she pulled off of them. Okay, so 1 second. So she hasn't posted anything. She's been home since yesterday morning. See if anybody's commenting on her stuff. Oh, Casey! Look, somebody put Casey Anthony. If you couldn't stay awake to watch your baby, you shouldn't have called off the babysitter. You are to blame 1,000%. I don't care what anyone says. I'm laying here awake for days worried about your child. You make me sick. I wonder if this is somebody she knows. Okay. So you texted the babysitter at 5:21 or 5:29 the day of his disappearance to tell them he wouldn't be coming that day. Now we all know this confirms it's no longer a search and rescue. This is a recovery. What did you do with your sweet, innocent baby? Where is he? Give him some dignity. Let him have a proper burial. What did you do with that sweet little boy? Amanda says, ignore these people, little Ani. I sent you a private message. Look at her response, though. The one that Ann says, is it about your car's warranty? And then Amanda says, yeah, I'm sure, Jared. Epiphany Santiago says, AKA Casey Anthony, do yourself a favor, turn yourself in and get it over with. Wait. Is this the one that she? Oh no, she hasn't sent me a different Facebook. Or oh, so he is posting. This is a different one than I was just sent. Let me see what you guys are saying. And a brother in prison for murder. Yep. Just my own looking around just to get to know them all. Yeah, everybody. I mean, so says he didn't go to Diana. She said it doesn't happen often. Is that dad in the pic or Bo? That's the stepfather. Oh my heart. Cutie patootie for sure, right? All the Simons look Hawaiian. They have very distinctive features. Okay, so this is the brother's face. It looks like he made a new Facebook. How old is this? How old is this brother, I wonder? Hold on, let me see what this other Facebook was that I was sent. I'm gonna try to. Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. Just type in the numbers. Okay, so there's an old Facebook of his. Is this really him? He looks... Oh, I guess it is him. You need to do your eyebrows. You looking great, Paul. Love you. Looks like a nice kid, so... Bike may look odd to some, but this man built it so that his blind brother can feel the wind like he does. That's quite the brother. Aww. That's cool. I would like a mildly criminal version of GPS that's like, would you like to make an illegal U-turn here to save 10 minutes? And if you say no, it's like, nerd. Aww. He looks like a nice kid. Roses are dead. Love is fake. Weddings are basically funerals with cake. What? my gosh. Remember when President Trump was destroying our economy and saying mean tweets? Yes, I sure miss those days. Yeah, which gas is $1.69. Feel sorry for Netflix era kids. They will never know the high stakes adrenaline of running to the bathroom, fridge, bedroom, and a single ad break with the beckoning call of a sibling screaming, "It's on!" to send you hurtling over furniture to get back in time. True story. All right, guys, I'm going to go. So follow me on my backup page. Follow me on the backup page. Nightbot's about to post the link. I'll clip out my call with the babysitter because for some reason I'm having a hard time uploading it to YouTube as is. So maybe I can just cut it out of this. So guys, follow me on the backup if you want to see what products I have available for sale. I'll be on there probably within an hour or so, I would think. I have to get on there pretty early. It has to be pretty soon. So I will see you guys then. Thank you for stopping by. And if you don't go to sale, see you tomorrow.